football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Vanderbilt's offense comes onto the field first today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Right down the middle. It's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Got the quick pass. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. This crowd full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Catch in the middle. It's Darden. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Offense set on 1st down. The give on the inside. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking for a man. It's Penny. Snags it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. And the Commodores started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into... And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Doors!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Georgia's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Durant. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Darnold. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Penny. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Fires to the big fella. Lowers those pads. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up 14 over Ohio State. He'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his man down the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10 coming up. The give to the back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down. 1st and 10. Flips it out on the screen. Past the 30. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me. I'll make the contested catch.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hope. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Bulldogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal for this offense. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Penny. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll run play action. He's got him this time. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Uncorks it. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Fires to the right. It's caught. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Hope. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew that he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Wants to keep it in the air. Touchdown Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Penny. Got it in the middle, it's Wilkins. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Commodores moving quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wilkins. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Raiola. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Bringing it back, inside the 30. He's at the, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs! There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Going to swing it on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Meadows. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared and don't mind.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on first and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. At the 45 on its way. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Commodores, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield, it's Penny. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. And the Commodores are rolling down the field. A first down run in the red zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Commodores. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough? And it's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. The 50. The 40. The 20. Past the 10. He takes it all the way back for the defensive 2-point conversion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Vandy.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
He'll do it himself. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Dogs can really attack on this second and short. On the ground, it's Meadows. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
That's caught. It's Durant. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He leaves it with his back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Flips it out to the back. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Going with the ground game left. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. To the air. It's Penny. He's got it. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Working that wide receiver screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Defense.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that left side now. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Commodores have this offense rolling. Wants to throw again. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the 1st on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Dogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Wants to throw. It's Penny. Keeps it going. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Commodores will hustle to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third down, he drops the throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Great place to start for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Meadows. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more.
Touchdown, Georgia! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Looking to pass, it's Penny. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Defense.
What a costly mistake by this defense, and that really ought to do it, and the offense should be able to run out the clock. Off the boot, looking for his man. Pulls it in, it's Wilkins. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Handoff from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard out like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right?